So let's talk about all the little sneaky hidden fees and schemes that cruise lines try to do to take even more of your money. It's bad enough you've already spent $1,000 to $3,000 to get on the ship, and now they're trying to scheme you or basically not disclose all the little hidden fees. Make sure that you're aware of all of these little hidden secrets before you cruise. That way you're not schemed out of all of your money. Hello and welcome to the Olivia Chanel Bouget lifestyle. My name is Natasha and I'm here to talk to you about all things affordable travel. So not just when you book the vacation and finding those affordable deals, but even after that, when you're ready for the packing, any tips and tricks that I can do to help make your vacation more affordable, this is the channel for you. All right. So if that is what you're interested in, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you are notified anytime that I upload a new video to save you some money. If you are already subscribed, welcome back. And I'm so happy that you have decided to subscribe and become a part of the family. So let's get into today's video. This is one of those videos that I needed to make mainly for my clients because I want to make sure that I disclose any and everything to them. I would hate for them to go on a cruise and they're like, hey, you did not let us know this, or we got schemed out, we weren't aware of this. I want to make sure that I've disclosed everything and I can share this video with them, and then of course with my YouTube friends. The first thing we want to get into is the art gallery. And before I begin, some of these is controversial. I may be okay with it or absolutely not, or I may tell you another way of doing these things. But either way, I just want to disclose that some things are okay, but I want to make sure you know the right way to do it. Okay, so the art gallery. Me, absolutely no. I do not recommend that you purchase any art piece on a cruise because number one, it's not the real thing. It is a reprint or a copy. And what they've done is the same reprint or copy that you can get here, they are double, tripling that price, where now you're paying even more for a reprint. That's not something you want to get into or spend your money on. But what I will say about the art gallery is that it is beautiful. It is okay if you guys just want to walk through and look. It's like a little mini museum on a cruise ship. Why not? Take the time, look, and enjoy the beautiful art. If there's a piece that hey, we like that, maybe we want to get it. Take a picture of it, find it when you get back home for a fraction of the cost. The other thing is on sea day, a lot of times they will have an art gallery session where you can come there and they'll go over the pieces and they'll even offer a free print for attending. Take advantage of that. Go ahead and do it. Get your little free print. You get to know more about the art pieces and what's going on. But never would I say to go and buy one of the reprints. As beautiful as they are, that's exactly what it is. And they're not going to, of course, tell you that, but that's exactly what it is. And you can find it cheaper somewhere else. So leave the art gallery alone. Only go just to admire the beauty. Next thing is to be aware of is the salon and the spa. This one again, I would say leave the salon alone. I feel like, number one, most of us are going to already have our hair done, our nails, pedicures done. You guys already went to the barbershop and got your edge up. That's something that, again, it's going to be double, triple priced. And these people don't know you and your hair and how you like it. What if they mess it up? You go in there and you're like, come in with the edge up here and you come out with it back here. That's on you. Leave it alone. Come already prepared. You go in and I just want a little trim and some color, and now things happen, your hair done fell out. Now your vacation's ruined. Just leave it alone. And when it comes to the spa, I would say be careful when you do the spa. Normally, I would recommend doing things before you get on the boat. Go ahead and make those reservations, but not when it comes to the spa. The spa, there'll be some discounts beforehand, but you don't get the real discounts until you're physically on the boat. That's when you get the best deals when it comes to massages or the scrubs and things like that. Go to the front desk and speak directly to them or the spa manager and see what deals they can offer you. At that point, now you're in person. And if you're standing there saying, hey, I'm looking to get a massage, how much is it? What are you offering as a discount? They'll actually negotiate with you and get that price down to where maybe it's something affordable that you want to do. Outside of that, I would say no, leave that alone. Now, what I do say you can do, or that would be affordable, is they do offer on C Day spa session where it's like a facial and they go over the products and they go over the spa services. That I would say attend. I usually go. I just been chilling at the pool. Might as well. I'll go and wash my face, get me a nice little pamper session. But keep in mind, you're doing the facial yourself. They're just giving you the products and you do your own facial. But hey, it's free products and they actually are nice. I like their products. And they will offer discounts right then and there too that are pretty good price. The other thing that when it comes to the spa is do the day pass. They offer a pass where you actually can go in and do the sauna or the whirlpools or lay back on the hot rocks. Now that's worth it. Normally it's anywhere between 30 to about, I think the most I've ever paid was about $60. Now that's worth it because you can go in maybe an hour or two every day on your cruise where you can use those services, relax and relate, just as nice as getting a massage, but you're able to go every day. So sometimes I'll go first thing in the morning before everybody gets up. Sometimes I'll go for maybe an hour or two and then go take a nap, get up and get dressed and head out that evening. That's something that I think is affordable and very relaxing and feel like I had a spa day. So check into that. That's something you can do. And mostly you don't see that ahead of time. You can check, but most of them is when you get on the boat is when they're offering those services as well. Next thing is Wi-Fi. So for me, I'm all about the Wi-Fi. I need my Wi-Fi, so I use it, especially now I work when I'm on vacations or on a cruise. So Wi-Fi is something that I use. It can be a little pricey. It just depends on which package you get. I think a lot of people were against it at one point because the Wi-Fi was not good. The connection was horrible. But now the connections are amazing. You can get the great speeds. There's no delays. It works perfectly. And I'm speaking on even the old ships, the granddaddy ships have upgraded Wi-Fi. So now it's different. You actually can use it and it's worth it for me. Not everybody, because I do understand some people are on their vacation to unwind. They're not there to work. So for them, they'll put their phone in the safe and that's it. They're done for the cruise. That's just not me. I need the Wi-Fi. I need to still stay connected. I want to be able to record things and to make content while I'm actually physically on the boat and show you guys those things as well. So that's going to require Wi-Fi. So really, this is one of those that I would say, again, if you do need it, then make sure you check for discount prices. Usually the Wi-Fi is going to be before you get on the ship. That's going to be the cheapest that you get it. And then also checking for packages that when you're for your actual cruise rate, if trying to look for rates that come with Wi-Fi that's included. So I would say be mindful of that if you're looking to have Wi-Fi. And if not, hey, just leave it alone. Don't worry about it. Next one is the casino. Now, this one is definitely controversial. I think that people who gamble obviously are probably going to go into casino. I gamble, but I'm not a big gambler. I'm like the scary gambler where I take a small budget, have fun with it, and once it's done, I'm done. Or don't let me win a little bit of money, I'm done. I'm cashing out. So for me, it's never really a big problem. But if you are a big gambler, I would say be very careful with the casinos on the ships because they're not designed for you to win big. It's designed to take your money. So if you're not looking at it as just a fun thing, we're going to play. And if I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. It was just fun to play, I would say just leave it alone. Don't go in spending your money because it is designed to take your money. The other thing is that if you are going to gamble, you make sure that you are using your sign and sell card, whether you're playing with the slots or if you're playing on the tables, make sure that you are earning credit for all of the money that you are spending, because they will actually compensate you on your next cruise. You'll find a lot of discounts and a lot of things that they offer to get you to come back. So that is a bonus. So if you are going to play, then you make sure that you get compensated for every single dollar that you do spend in that casino, because they will track it and it'll basically benefit you later on down the road. Otherwise, I would say be careful with the casino and just be mindful of that if you're going to play. As they say in Vegas, play responsibly. So the other one is bingo. Bingo, the same thing. I'm not a bingo player. To me, I don't know if I'm slow or what, but bingo, I'm just the dots and it seems like I can't keep up. And then I'm over here laughing and I done missed B25 and it's just too much for me. I'm not really a bingo person at all. But again, be mindful of that. I actually played bingo on my last cruise with my sister. And first of all, it was like $50 for this sheet of paper. And that was like one game. Or no, I think it was like two games, but the sheet was so huge. It was like 6 squares on there. And so you're talking $50 for 2 games. And like I had, and the dabber, that dabber was $3. But it was fun, but it was worth $50. And you're looking at all of these people in here. In the one game, I want to say it was only like a winnings of $150, and the grand prize was like $500. And you looked at that whole entire room of how many people were in there. It's like, that's it. But you made thousands off of this, and all you're giving back is $500. Make it make sense. I was kind of really irritated with that one. That one just really got me when I saw the amount of people that were in there. And mind you, I'm a scary gambler, so I only had the 2 sheets, 2 little games. I saw people with like 3 sheets per game. So God only knows how much they spent on bingo. If you're at home and you're going to the little bingo parlor and spending $2 or $3 to play a game, I don't even know how much bingo is, but I do know I'm not going to spend $50 on a sheet per game ever again, because it was just overwhelming. And when I really sat and thought about how much they were giving as the prize, I'm like, this ain't worth it. You got $500 between my little group right here. And we didn't even buy that many. So no, that's a huge scammer that kind of irritated me on that one. So if you are a bingo player, be careful and just be aware when you really think about if you win, how much it is, and looking at the odds of how many people are in there playing. What are your odds and your chances of winning anyways? So next one, on board photos. I am a person, I think I've told you guys this before in another video. I'm the type of person, I like to take pictures. Of course, I'm always going to have my camera around. My camera takes pretty good pictures. I think it does. But still, it's something about posing and someone else taking it with a better camera. And there's props and backgrounds. And I'm just a fan of the photos. But I do say they are overly priced and it can add up. And so I do say that you have to be careful when they try to get you and you're ordering pictures. So definitely be careful. But the other part to trying to make it affordable is the photo package. Now, the package you need to buy before you get on a cruise ship. I think they're totally worth it. I'm okay with paying my $80. I just take pictures throughout the whole entire cruise, as many as I want to take. And then at the end of the cruise, I walk around in the photo gallery and I pick up all my pictures and then I decide on which ones I want. And every cruise line is kind of different on their packages. They're anywhere from an 80 to 100. But when you're looking at if there's 10 pictures or 15 pictures that you get, that's way cheaper than trying to buy them individually on the cruise ship, and they're $15 to $20. So now you're looking at $10 for a photo or less. So if you get onboard credit, that's something that you can do too to help spend on the photos. You can put your money towards that. But I usually buy the package because I like to be done and over with it. I just want to have fun. And at the end of the time, I don't want to be worried about how much things are. I've already budgeted for it. So it's one of those things where if you do it the right way and do it ahead of time with the package deal, that'll help you to save money. But if you're just a person that's like, hey, I got my camera due, then leave those alone because they can add up quickly. So next up is the jewelry raffles. Okay. So is it jewelry? Jewelry. I don't know. Y'all know I don't, there's a couple of words that are just, we ain't even gonna get into it today. But anywho, the jewelry raffle. So this is one of those schemes too. So usually on C Day, they'll offer this jewelry raffle. Come down and win some jewelry. So yes, there is jewelry that you can win, and everybody runs down there and they're looking at all the jewelry. But really, it's just a scheme to get you to come in there to buy the real jewelry that they want you to have. Sometimes they offer like a free bracelet. I went down there and collected my free bracelets a lot of times. They had a Pandora charm bracelet the last time I went, and it was actually super cute. It was just the band that they had was free, and I think the charms were like $10 or something. I can't even remember. Was it the band? The band was free, and then they had the charms. But either way, anytime there's something free going on, I go. You just won't get me to do the rest of the stuff. They got you to come down there. They gave you the free, and then it was like ushering you into the actual shop with all the other jewelry. And then they'll have like these huge 50% off. And that's not, the 50% is the actual regular price. So those things be careful with. I don't say don't get jewelry on the ship, because another thing that I do is I do the gold by inch. That a lot of people are like, absolutely not, it's not real, blah, blah, blah. But hey, every cruise I go on, I go get either a bracelet made or I'll get an anklet, whatever it is that I'm needing at that time. I have every last single one of them still, and they don't turn. I wear them quite often, but they're, to me, it's worth the price. I make different designs out of them, but it's something that I love, and it kind of gives me that memory of, oh, I got this one when I went on this cruise, I got this one on that cruise. But I'm all for the gold by inch or inch by gold or whichever you call it, but I'm all for it. I did have some friends now that were on another cruise where they went to the watch sale, and they actually got some nice name brand watches that were like 75% off. And when you're a watch person, you know the pricing and knowing that that's a great deal. So that, I would say, go, but just make sure that you understand and know what it is you're getting and if it's truly a great deal. Next up, shore excursions. So shore excursions is another one that you do want to be careful with or mindful of. This one's kind of mixed for me, because I think that yes, they can be overly priced. I think that a lot of times you could get it cheaper on the island or in the port that you're going to. But I think this is one of those ones that you really have to research and be careful with, because it depends on where you're going. So if it's one of those remote areas or an area where I don't recommend that you go off on your own and just sightsee and look at things on your own, then I would say most definitely do an excursion, because now you're going with the cruise line and it's a little bit safer, and you know that they'll wait on you. If something happens and it's late, the cruise line will wait on you when you're with their vendor that they use for their excursions when you book through them. So yes, it may be at a higher price, but with that convenience of safety, that might be worth it. Otherwise, if you're in a cruise port that you actually can go off on your own, it's safe, it's easier to just move around about on your own, whether you're getting a golf cart or taking a taxi, some have buses. If it's one of those cruise ports like Bimini, I would not pay for an excursion on Bimini. Absolutely not. Bimini you can do on your own, if not even walk it. I've walked it and got to everything that I needed to do. You can get a golf cart. I mean, there's so much that you can do on there that you don't need to pay for an excursion. That's a ripoff. 100%. Bimini's not even that big. Let's be honest about it. Even like Freeport, there's so many ports, and I'll get more into those as time goes on, and hopefully physically go there and show you these ports so you can see a day, real time on cheap ways, affordable ways of doing that island without paying much of nothing, because we're all about affordability. So the most we want to pay is food, maybe a drink or two, and that's it. But we don't want to go into spending hundreds of dollars just to have a good time on these islands. So the other thing is specialty dining. So this was kind of controversial. The reason I put it on the list is because I want people to be mindful that you definitely would want to try the food that's already included, that you've already paid for. Going to the dining rooms and going to the buffets, to try those foods first before you spend money on overly priced food in the specialty dining that you probably would have gotten if you went to the dining room. A lot of people are turned off by dining. A lot of times people are not comfortable with sharing a table with other people, or just the fact of thinking that it may not be that good because specialty dining may be better, which in some cases it is. But if you're thinking on those lines, if you're not comfortable with sharing a table, go early and make sure your maitre d' knows that, saying, hey, is there any way we could sit by ourselves? We're not really comfortable with sharing. That way you're not spending extra money just to avoid that. So that's something to keep in mind. And then remembering that the food's great. Let me not say that, because I don't ever want to be lying to y'all and misleading you. Most of the times, the food in the dining room is not bad. Some dishes are great. Some dishes are not. But one thing I can say is that if you ever get something that you just do not like or you're not happy with, they will take it back and bring you something else with no issues. That's the beauty of cruising. Sometimes if you're like, this was great, may I have another one? Most of the time they'll bring you one free of charge, or they may say there is a surcharge, but usually it's about $5. It's not that bad. Sometimes you can pick 2 and 3 desserts. Just always ask the maitre d'. They will take care of you most likely and not charge you for those things, even if there is a fee. So always communicate with the maitre d' if you have any concerns when it comes to the dining. So the last tip, y'all know me and the adult drinks, is the drink package. Okay. Now this one I have changed. So I used to be all for the drink package, thought it was a great value, worth the money if you partake in adult drinks. I always thought that it was totally worth it. Today I'm a little on the fence. I don't think I'll be doing a drink package unless it is offered to me for free or at a very, very, very low price. Then I'll probably partake in the drink package. But what I've realized is now they have upped the price so much now that it's just, now it's not worth it. It doesn't make sense for me to partake in the drink package at the price and the rates that they have now. And I'll list them here because I don't remember offhand different prices. I remember that they used to be like, at one point they were like $59 per person per day. And I've kind of mapped out in my head, I know how I'm going to do it. For lunch, I'm going to go to the pool. I usually have about 2 drinks during that lunch time frame. Then I usually have about 2 drinks during dinner, like before dinner, during dinner. And then I might have 2 drinks at the lounge or piano bar. I'm averaging about 6 drinks on a good day. Now, I don't usually do more than that. But what I realized is when it was $58 or $60, it's like, okay, that'll cover that. And then I could still get a coffee, or maybe I want to do a shot here, or maybe there's an energy drink I want to drink in there. So it made sense for me to go ahead and do that. And plus I didn't have to worry about which drinks I was getting, I could get the more expensive ones if I had the drink package and it made sense. But now it's so high. I think I've seen even up to $89, and I'm never going to drink that much for it to make sense. And then let's be honest too, another thing that made me think about it is you're paying per day, right? And that's whether you drink or you don't drink. And even when you're on the island. So that whole time that you're on the island is just wasted. You're on the island having a good time and probably paying for drinks out there. And then you get back on the ship and it's like now is 6 p.m. You ended up drinking 2 or 3 drinks that day. So that day didn't make sense. You can't pick and choose what day that you're going to do the drink package. And let's be honest, as old as I am, it's like if I go real hard today, which is usually the first day, the second day, I don't even want to see any drinks. I just need some water and my liquid IV. That's it to get my whole entire life back. I'm not even trying to drink one drink the next day. Now, maybe the third day I might want to partake, but it's still just not worth it unless you truly are going to drink 15 drinks or more or whatever your package is every single day. Then yeah, maybe that would benefit you and it would be a great deal. But I do say if you are going to do it, make sure you try to get all your discounts or a good rate before you get on the ship, because the price goes up when you're on the ship. For me, I probably will not do it. I'll just save up for my drink tab because I'll probably end up saving a lot more doing that. Or I realize that it just doesn't make sense for me to do it, paying that type of money, and I'm not even going to utilize or benefit from it. So that's it for today. I hope that these tips have helped you to not be scammed and schemed with the little sneaky things that cruise lines do to make even more money. So I hope these tips have helped you out today. And if you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give it a like and share this video with all of your friends who are looking for affordable travel tips as well. And don't forget to subscribe and comment below on what schemes do you know of that maybe I did not mention that you will be aware of on your next cruise vacation. And as always, thank you for watching. Take care and be safe.